The wind was so bad at the start of this video as I'm doing my intro speech that I had to do a voiceover. Essentially what I'm saying is that we are going to a vintage market called Seconds, which is the biggest in the city, Calgary, and I'm trying to find some cool vintage shirts to maybe take home.
Yeah, I know he likes the NASCAR stuff. That's kind of cool. Budweiser. It's like exact same one, but in gray. It's the same one, but in gray. That's wild. That's crazy. That's kind of cool. Just not a Flames fan, though. Yeah, I could have bought some stuff as well for trade. I just didn't know. Oh yeah, that's sick.
We didn't bring. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm okay. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, lots of it's pretty wild. Like just seeing everyone at the things here. So it's like half of the vendors here, but we see them like once a week. Probably the best shit I've seen so far at Seconds. $200 though, cut tag. Oof, it's good. It's really good though. It's super tempting. Super tempting. Cheers.
All right, it's time to start a new day. And that day would be selling at another toy show. So I'm doing it alone this time without the wife. So I'm not bringing as much inventory. I need less to manage, but I think it's gonna be good. Gonna do mostly Pokemon cards and Lego, so fingers crossed it actually goes well. Yeah, so with this toy show, I just didn't really feel like bringing a lot of inventory. It was a lot of work at the last toy show, and we had a good amount of sales. It was still monetarily the best show we've ever had, but by like the smallest of margins, and it was a longer show. This one's gonna be a fairly long show as well. Not quite as long, but it's gonna be at least 5.5 hours. The last show I think was like 7 hours. So I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be good or bad. This is the first time I've ever done this show. It's really about picking the right shows, and I honestly believe that even if you just do 1 or 2 shows a year, it might be better than doing like 5 or 6 small shows, and that's what I'm hoping. But nonetheless, I'm still hoping this is gonna be a decent show. I think next year we're gonna try to get into some big places like the Calgary Lego show. I don't know if that's the actual one. I think maybe Brick something. And then there's going to be, obviously, the Fan Expo, the Calgary Expo. Really hoping we can get into that, because if we can do both of those shows, that would, like, pay our salaries for the entire year, you know, if they're really good. But they're whole weekends, those shows. But we'll see how it goes. Nonetheless, I'm in line right now to grab a coffee at Tim Hortons, so I can grab a breakfast sandwich and then a coffee. My second coffee today to get me motivated. Okay, just parked. I'm gonna eat my breakfast and try to finish most of my coffee. One thing that kind of scares me is I realized that this venue was the venue we were at for the worst toy show we've ever sold at. So I don't know if that's a bad omen with this particular spot. I'm hoping it was just a one-off, that particular show. So we'll see. I don't know. I really am not liking my chances today, but also it started to rain. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. No, it's a bit of raindrops, like a little bit of misty rain going on here. So if we get full-fledged rain as well on top of the fact that this venue, I've had bad luck with it in the past, I really hope that we're in for a good show. I don't know. I just had bad feelings about this one, particularly for a while. My God, that
toy show was interesting, and it's led me to a possibly stark realization that I'm going to talk about in just a second after I unload everything from the car. Oh, Lego, Lego, Lego. Now, this Lego display my wife built, and she had a really good idea that whenever anyone visits us from outside of Alberta, Calgary, where we are, if they're from Toronto, Brazil, wherever else, we actually get them to build their own minifigure, which is something we actually do at toy shows also. So very interesting that we brought that to life in our house. And that was a positive about Lego. Now a negative is the fact that we've been selling Lego at toy shows for the past 2.5 years. And we really got into Lego during the pandemic. And a lot of people did. It wasn't just us. A lot of Lego collectors, investors, people who were just bored at home and couldn't go out. So they would just build sets, collect sets. That was one of the main factors that really drove the market for Lego. And now it feels like firsthand as a toy vendor at these shows, I've seen Lego decline, especially in the last year. Now, Lego, unfortunately, when we first started selling, Lego was almost everything. All we sold was Lego. It was like 90% of the sales. And it slowly started chipping away lower and lower by a percentage basis, it feels like, until now. I was so lucky that I brought Pokemon cards to this toy show, because if I didn't have Pokemon cards, I probably would have only made like $40 the entire show, because from the rummage sales and the Lego sales, they were like peanuts. I spent $80 for the table, and I think it was around $120 is what I actually was able to get from just Lego and the rummage toys, including the 80s toys as well. And I made about around $500 and $550, roughly about that. So you're looking at $400+ in Pokemon cards is what I sold today. Pokemon saved the day. If I didn't have Pokemon cards with me at this show, I would have been pretty much screwed. So just something that I've been experiencing as a toy vendor. I don't know if you guys are experiencing this as well on eBay or something like that. It could just be the fact that Lego is very, I don't know, I guess it's intimidating at toy shows as well, because they have to dig through all these piles to find the Lego they want, versus if it was on display, it's a little easier. But even that logic, as I'm saying that out loud, it sounds stupid, because we had like the better Lego in the cases, and no one even asked to see any of the Lego there. There was like untouched. Another vendor told me that their Lego was untouched the entire day. Nobody touched the Lego stuff. So me personally, now I'm at the stage where I think I might just go back to listing Lego exclusively on eBay and let it sell slow, versus bringing them to toy shows where they would actually sell pretty fast. It would be a great way for us to get rid of like a lot of our bulk minifigures. But unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to happen anymore, because I had plans for Lego in the future, and now it's kind of scary. I wanted to like go sell at these big, toy shows that are just exclusively Lego, and now I don't know if that's a good idea, because Lego, it did so poor today that it's making me rethink everything. It's making me rethink the way I do toy shows. And, I try to sell at least like 4 to 6 toy shows a year. And I have one more toy show to do before this year's end. And I'm hoping that it's actually a good one, because we're going to bring Lego, and I'm not really enthusiastic about it at this point. But let me know, guys, if you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. And I guess that's it for now. And remember, may your carts always be full.